Item number 12 is public participation, and the board welcomes and encourages public participation. We respectfully ask that you adhere to the procedures and the decorum provided in board policy PEDH, public participation at meetings. Your comments should be limited to 3 minutes. Questions asked during public participation that are placed in writing. Questions asked during public participation that are placed in writing may receive a written response in a timely manner. And we have one group and one individual that signed up. We have the Screaming Eagles, Ms. Kayla Garnett, Ms. Johnny Bowers, I believe. Please come forward.
Thank you all for letting me speak to you tonight. I'm Kayla Garrett, and I'm a Screaming Eagles Special Needs Athletics board member, and I'm also the parent of a Screaming Eagles athlete named Maddie Grace. She just turned 6, and she loves being a part of this athletic team. I'm excited to talk to you a little bit about our goals we have for our team. We plan to build a sports facility with a miracle field, fields with dugouts, an announcer's box. We plan to have an indoor facility for winter sports and other activities. We see this facility as being so much more than a place for sports, though. We envision Friday night pizza parties, movie nights, game nights. We really want to create a home for the special needs community. We see a place for after-school care and summer camps, a place where everyone of every ability truly feels welcome. And as these kids grow into adolescents and adults, we want this to become a place for gathering, socializing, a place to not only learn important life skills, but to practice those skills. So you see, our vision is strongly founded in sports, but our vision runs so much deeper. Imagine what a facility like this could do for our kids and our community as a whole. I'm going to turn it over to Jenny now to tell you a little bit more about our organization.
Hi, I'm Jenny Bowers, and I'm president of the Screaming Eagles Special Needs Athletics. We're a 501c3 nonprofit organization that works closely with the special needs community. As Kayla mentioned, we are more than just a sports team. We need a place to call home for the special needs community, and we hope that you can help us achieve this goal. For those that haven't been to one of our exhibition games, imagine this. Imagine loving a sport but never having the opportunity to play. Imagine wanting to be a part of a team, but there is no place for you. Imagine sitting on the sidelines, waiting, watching, but your name never gets called. Now imagine this, a field that invites all players to participate regardless of their age or ability, a field that accommodates wheelchairs and other mobility devices, a field stocked with balls that create sound that are for visually impaired children, a field where countless volunteers gather so that special needs parents can get a much needed break and where athletes shine. Each of our 37 athletes is celebrated for exactly who they are, incredible and exceptional. Their disability isn't a spotlight, but their ability is. The joy that you can experience while watching them play a game is contagious. I'm sure you're wondering what's next. Let me explain. We need a place to call home to build our miracle field for an indoor facility for inclement weather. We need a place where our community can gather. Where can this take place? Right in the heart of Chapin, at the Alternative Academy, schools, and buildings. Imagine us revitalizing the baseball field into a miracle field. Does that mean my time's up?
Go ahead, finish.
Okay, thank you. Imagine soccer games being played on the overgrown fields, stands being refurbished so that parents and community members can pack the stands and cheer us on. Imagine a good game of basketball played in an indoor gym. The potential is endless. We're excited. We have momentum and huge community support. Chapin High School student government recently raised over $110,000 for us in less than 3 months. A local Chapin church has a one-time offering of $65,000 for us. Another church plans to have a special donation soon, and we have over 150 individuals, businesses, and organizations that have given us donations. We have huge fundraisers planned for this year and don't plan to stop. Exhibition games planned with University of South Carolina, the Lexington County Blowfish, and the Fireflies. We understand that the school district needs to determine if there's potential use for this land. If the answer is no, please let us continue further discussions with you. Let our 11 board members come to speak with you one-on-one and answer any questions you may have. Let us show you videos of what happens on the field and how heartwarming it is to see such good things happening in one place. I'll end it with this. As Mr. James Burns, former Chief of Staff to Governor Haley and Chapin community member, recently said, working with you all has been such a personally uplifting experience. The compassion, perseverance, and heart in your athletes gives me hope that sports can unite so many people to do such good, to love, and to hope. Thanks so much for enriching my life by allowing me to participate with this group of athletes. Thank you kindly for allowing us to speak with you this evening, and we look forward to what's next.
Thank you. The next person is Tammy
Mayor.
Mayer, okay. Please.
You don't have to applaud, just because I applauded for them. But good evening, Board. How are you tonight? Thank you for allowing me to address you. I'm actually here to make an announcement on behalf of my daughter, Brittany Mayer, who's the young lady here in the sparkly jacket and the sunglasses. She's a community member prior and now to announce her return. Brittany is an Emmy Award-winning person who WLTX won the National Emmy Award for in 2001. She's also an alumni of District 5. So, ironically, I only found out about tonight's board meeting when we called the school district today. This past weekend, we moved from New York, where we've been for 13 years. We moved back here to Chapin and immediately looked for when there would be a board meeting, and it's tonight. So we showed up to let you know that we're here and that Brittany will bring a assembly program to the district that she's been working at for 15 years in the school district, both here and up in New York and across the nation. We've also traveled internationally, but that's a longer story. My start was right here at Lee Park Elementary School, which is so wonderful to see the principal. When I was here, it was Dr. Sprouls. If you remember anybody, do you remember Dr. Sprouls? He made me a Clemson fan, it's true. So what we're here to let you know of tonight is that Brittany has been working as an assembly speaker for the past 13 years in New York. And what her platform is about inclusion, diversity, anti-bullying, overcoming obstacles, respect for others, autism awareness, disability awareness, and acceptance of people with differences. Although Brittany can't speak, she is the #1 savant pianist in the world. At 6 years old, despite her disabilities and despite her inability to speak verbally, she took a small keyboard and began playing Schubert's Ave Maria. From there, we learned that Brittany could play any song she had ever heard. Thank you. Any song she had ever heard within an afternoon. An entire musical score like Phantom of the Opera she memorized in 4 days. And then at age 10, she began composing her own music. Brittany's story went from our school district letting the media know about her, and that was to WLTX, and then traveled all the way up to New York, where she made further headway with Dateline before it was a murder show, and with the Montel Show, thank you. And then she began traveling internationally and whatnot. So she stayed in the governor's mansion, she's played at Shea Stadium, and then of course she was invited to Carnegie Hall. And if you'd like to give her a round of applause, she would appreciate that, because she's always aware of when her very proud mother is speaking about her. Our assembly program extends to, thank you, I'll bring it to an end now. Our assembly program for schools also extends into the community beyond the school system. So we would like to let the community also know that Brittany is back and that we're easily accessible, easy to find on the internet. And I brought a handout card for you guys to have with you in case you would like to share her story and her mission for inclusion with our community again. Thank you so much for having me.
Thank you so much. That concludes the public participation segment.
Mr. Holcomb, could I just say that, I know that Mr. Gannett here, he and I had a conversation about with Jenny Bowers, the program that she just presented, and he was gonna try to go to that, and I did go. And I saw these kids interacting, you know, with the athletes and the special needs kids, and I just wanted to say personally, I was glad that Mr. Gant reminded me of it, and I did go, and I just want to share with the board that I would like everyone to try to witness what they are doing with the special needs kids and the money they've raised, and that I do hope we'll all have that conversation, because I know it meant a lot to Mr. Gant.
Sure.
Just wanted to bring that up.
Thank you, Ms. Hammond. I'm sure we'll have that conversation. I very much appreciate that. The next item on the agenda is the action agenda, item number 13. Action as necessary or appropriate on matters discussed in the executive session.